Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be looking at something a little bit different. It's going to be a Halloween haul theme, I suppose. And the reason for that is obviously Halloween's coming up, but also my daughter's 4th birthday's coming up. Her birthday's during the week of Halloween and she's requested a Halloween themed party, of course. Now, we don't really celebrate Halloween in Australia that much. It's not that massive. So I didn't really want to go crazy with buying decorations that I'm probably going to never use again. So I did invest in kind of small things. And if we do decide to continue to celebrate, we can do that. Again, next year it's not going to take up too much space and it wasn't going to be too much of a cost. In terms of the process when I'm looking for decorations and party wear, I'd start looking online, but also the local stores as well. For us, it would be things like, places like Big W, Spotlight, Ronies, which is like a $2 shop, I suppose. They usually have a really good selection of party wear and decorations, etc. And then online I was getting sort of inspiration from places like Costume Box and Costumes Australia. They've got obviously costumes but also decorations as well, and also ESTY is a good resource too. The only, I guess, issue with getting stuff online, especially it's from overseas, because of COVID, there were restrictions with regards to things being shipped here, but also I was concerned in terms of the time frame with getting stuff here. So I did, from Etsy, I did kind of focus on local suppliers. And most of the bits and pieces have arrived. There's maybe 2 things I'm still waiting for, so fingers crossed it comes sometime this week, and then I can show you. I'll put links at the bottom of the post with regards to where all the bits and pieces are sourced from if you're interested in going and having a look. So let's get to it. Okay, so here's some of the bits and pieces that I sourced through various places. So we'll just go through what I got. As I said, hopefully most of these main sort of decorations I could reuse for future years, pending they stay intact, but I think that should be fine. So the first thing would be, so there's a place called Christmas World, which has set up at the moment, obviously preparing for Christmas, so lots of Christmas decorations, etc. They also had a section for Halloween. So I got a few items from there. They're usually quite well priced, not too expensive. So I got 2 of these table decorations. They're like wooden sort of table decorations. So they were about $3 each. So I think that's pretty good. It's pretty cute. The next thing I got were these Honeycomb pumpkin decorations as well. And I think they're about $2. So I got 2 of those just to put around the room. And they also got a 3-meter pumpkin garland as well. Just to put above the window where we usually set the cake, etc. And that was about $3. Probably the Flying Witch, which I'll show you in a minute, was the most expensive item, and that was about $24. So she's pretty cool. So I'll just get her here. So we'll hang her out. Somewhere outside, I suppose. So there's a switch at the back. I'll just see if I can turn it on. She starts to...
Hey, wait for me. I'm a bit stuck and almost out of here.
So she kind of cycles through different things.
Would you help the sweet old lady out? I won't bite much.
So she's pretty scary, I think, for the little kids. And my dog is just going a bit crazy at the moment hearing this. I'll just switch her off. Okay, so she was probably the most expensive item that I found. The next thing was the Halloween light up glitter house, which is at the back here. So I haven't put any batteries in this at the moment. But yeah, so there's facility to put batteries in there. And again, this could be something you could just set on the table just to add a bit of decoration. So that was pretty cool. And that was about $10 to buy. Okay. So the next things we'll look at is just a couple of things from Big W that I got. I bought a whole bunch of lollies from Big W just to do, we're not going to do like a trick-or-treat as such. I think there's restrictions on that at the moment, but we'll probably do like a lolly hunt or something with the kids in the backyard. So I bought a whole bunch of lollies. And then I saw these 2 pumpkins. So I bought 2 of these and they light up. So I just have to remove this thing and they just light up. So that would be pretty cool at night, I think. So I bought 2 of those. They were about $15 each. Big W had lots of other decorations as well. But I thought I had already, previously bought a bunch of stuff before I went there. So there was nothing else I needed to get. The other thing I did get for the kids as like little favors, I suppose, especially for the girls, I found these LOL Halloween versions. My daughters are absolutely obsessed with these things. So I bought a couple of those just for the girls that are attending the party as favors. And they were about $14 each. And for the boys, I bought other sort of bits and pieces for them as well. So just a couple of things that I got from ESTY. As I said, I'm still waiting for other bits and pieces. So the other things I'm waiting for is for a wreath to put on the door and also for like a pumpkin spice candle. The wreath was probably the most expensive out of all the items I got. So that was about $75. But it's certainly something potentially I think I could use even for Christmas as well. So it's not going to be a total waste. So I'll show you those once they come. In the meantime, I bought a packet of these 20 paper bats to put around the room. So I think you just use either tape or blue tack, anything that won't damage the walls, I suppose, whatever you can find, just to kind of stick them around as you please. And this was about $16 and it's a pack of 20. And it's from E&L Designs, and I'll put a link, as I said, at the bottom at the end of the video. The other thing as well is I'm going to attempt to make the birthday cake Halloween themed. So I've bought a bunch of sprinkles and icing. I bought some icing, buttercream icing from Spotlight. I bought like a purple and a orange color. So I'm hoping to make some sort of cake with and use those ingredients. But I found this Halloween cake topper, and that's from Little Occasion Creations. So both these places are, I think they're based, this one's based in Melbourne, and I think the other place is up in Queensland, but that's really cute. And that was about $22 to buy. Most of the items that I have here, though, I did get from Ronies Variety discount store. So as I said, it's kind of like a $2 shop that we have, and they have a really extensive range of things. So I'll just go through some of the bits and pieces. So I bought a tablecloth from there. So it's like a spider tablecloth. And that was about $2.95. So pretty good. I'll have to see if I need another one as well. The other thing as well, I just bought a small pack of balloons that I'll inflate myself. and that was about $2.50. I did order some helium balloons of different sort of sizes as well, and again it was from Ronies. So I'll have to pick them up obviously on the day or the day before of the party, but they were a little bit more pricey, but I think it's just worth it for the decoration. It's something we'll just do once a year anyway. The animated skeleton was another expensive piece, and that was about $49. So here it is, pretty spooky, and it does, similar to the witch, it does do things.
There's something spooky out tonight, and I think it's you.
I think this will be great. It scared my husband when I showed him. So that's pretty cool. I think we'll have a lot of fun with that. The other bits and pieces I got were some garlands. So I've got these cute little spider garlands. There's about 9 of them there. And that was about $4 to buy. And then bought a ghost one as well. Same price. I did buy 2 lanterns. So I bought the pumpkin version. There were obviously other versions. I bought 2 of those. And they were about $3 as well to buy each. I bought, instead of the traditional sort of trick-or-treating buckets, I decided to get these little tins that the kids will use. So I bought just a bunch of those, depending on how many kids are coming. And they were about $3 each as well. Okay. And I guess some of the other last little bits and pieces I did get were the jumbo spider web, which is this one. So we're planning to put that near, somewhere outside. And I bought a mini version as well. So the bigger version was about $8. And the little version is about $3 as well. So there you go. So just some bits and pieces that I got for the party. And as I said, I'm still waiting for a couple of other bits and pieces. So hopefully once everything's here, I'll show you the finished product.